Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. So this is going to be episode 20 of the trade breakdown, where I go over in specific detail why and when and how I traded momentum stock DCFC this morning in the pre-market. So looking at it now, it would have been a great hold. That's not the way that I trade. I scalp. I look for pennies. That's the way that I trade. In and out of the market, super, super fast. So let's see. Why did I trade DCFC this morning? So if we go over here onto our Discord, this is where I post all this research every morning. If we take a look here at the potential continuation from yesterday, these are stocks I always keep on watch. You'll see here, DCFC was one of the leading top gainers from yesterday. So I had it on watch coming into this morning, coming into the pre-market. This is what I was looking at. At this point, there was no volume. There was no volume, but I was keeping it up on a separate chart. I'm keeping it on watch, even though it wasn't hitting any of our gap scanners this morning because of the lack of volume. You see here in the pre-market, there's nothing. But what I did see is a clear trend line. I trade with trend lines. Trend lines are absolutely key in trading momentum stocks, even, any type of market. But, for momentum stocks, this is something that a lot of traders are looking at. So coming into this morning, I'm looking at this stock over here. It was around $10, $10.15-ish. I could have easily gotten in, but there was just no volume. There was no volume yet. So I went over and started looking at other things. So, I'm not going to be trading this type of situation here. Now, when it goes like that, this is when I become, a lot more interested. These moves here, a key level for me was 11, and then the next key level was 11.90. Why were these such key levels, and why did they show to be such key levels, and how did I find them? So we're going to look there. I'm going to get into where I got in, where I got out, and how I did overall with this. But I think it's so important to know, first of all, this is a breakout right here perfectly of this wedge that I showed you with the trend lines. Now, when that breaks, 11 is key and 11.90. Where did I get that? I got that on the daily chart. The daily chart is very limited. Recent, whatever it is, recent IPO, recent something, but it has trading back to the 14th of January. That's it. So I mark off the high, the all-time high, where it went up to the most during this, trading in the stock. That's what this level is, 11. Then I look at yesterday, and I want to see what the high of yesterday's trading day was. That was 11.90. That's very important, critical levels here. So we have our levels. Now you saw that we have our trend lines. Now I'm starting to get dialed in. I see this. Once I see this, and knowing that it's on the continuation watch list, a lot of traders look at those. Well, at this point, it's now just a matter of where am I going to get in. Now, for those that don't know, I trade and I have small windows to trade, very small windows. I have a family, I have 2 young kids, so I am able to take advantage of some quick moves, and that's it. And then I'm at the bus stop around here. I'm not even home until, after 9 o'clock sometimes. So I have limited time, but that's fine. Part-time trading, limited time is okay, as long as you know what to look for. So that's what my trades look like. And the way we did it was we made $143 this morning before I brought the kids to the bus stop, which is nice, and got in. Once we broke 11 and we were holding this area, I was watching the 5-minute chart. Now, the 5-minute chart had two big green bars. This was about to be the third big green bar on the 5-minute chart. It looked a little extended to me, but I'm watching price action at this point, and it was looking beautiful. It wasn't showing any signs of slowdown. So when I got in here, and we're over VWAP, we're over the 9, everything's looking great. It started to climb the gap scanner at this point. Traders started to get interested. Volume started to come in. Everything that we like to see. Just going to see if I can move this a little bit. Make it a little bigger for you guys. All right, so my entrance right here. I see this huge push up, goes up to 1178. What do I want to wait for? I want to wait for a little bit of a micro pullback, and then I'm getting in at 44, which is basically the bottom of this candle. It never went below my entrance. I took off 300 shares at 1174, which was the top of this candle, so right over here, and then tried to let the rest go. Missed my entrance here. I put it out at 12.10 and just missed a couple of shares here. And then I had to just scale out. Now, what I usually like to do, and taking a big chunk of the profit out is the way I like to trade. So 2 minutes later, I'm taking a huge profit. So I'm paying myself as I go. That way, if it does come back down against me, I've already made money on this. I like to leave a couple of runners. Now, this was a little bit more of an expensive stock. I usually take 1,000, 2,000 shares. I wanted to keep it safer and take, 500 and just get out that way. So now the stock was a previous day's momentum. That's the reason why I was trading this. I was not trading this for any news at all. I did look at the float, which I'll show you guys here. Let's see, DC. So looking at the float, just, punch it up into FinViz here. It was 153 million shares. That was not the way this thing was moving at all. It was not moving like a 153 million share float. It just wasn't. So, really liking the price action, really liking the fact that on this, let me just take off. On the daily chart, we're in blue sky territory. Blue sky. This is a beautiful place to play here. And, we might see more of this. I don't think this stock is done at all. It would be great if that float said, 8 million instead of 153. I don't know how accurate that is, but we got a really, really nice move here in these first couple of days, right out into blue sky. Will it continue? I don't know. But I'm definitely going to have this on watch tomorrow, and we'll see if we can get some continuation again. We may have a pullback. We may have a red candle, and then looking for the following day, another move up. So this is not leaving my watch list anytime soon. DCFC will be in there, so I could constantly keep an eye on it and watch it tomorrow for maybe some more trades. So that's it. And this is my trade platform. This is what I use, Thinkorswim. this is something that I could fit a lot in all at once. I have my news, I have the level 2 here. There's a lot of things, the price ladder, the time and sales, other news here. I have my momentum scanner up here. If we click on that, we'll see that there's some stocks here, you know, making new highs a day. It's a little slow, but they are hitting the scanner and they are at high of day on high relative volume. So that's, you know, part of my momentum scanner. I'll put this scanner, I'll link it in the description. It's one of my most viewed videos on YouTube. It is a terrific scanner. As with anything, it's free on Thinkorswim, so it's not perfect, but it works. So it is what it is. So that's it, guys. Quick trade breakdown, how I found the stock, why I was looking at the stock, and some technical analysis on, you know, why I felt comfortable going long when I went long into it. So hope you enjoyed this trade breakdown video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're new, subscribe. We have new videos just about every single day. Take care, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.